The Future of Life Institute has recently released a petition for all AI labs to immediately pause for at least 6 months the training of AI systems more powerful than GPT-4. The petition has been signed by many reputable people such as Max Tegmark, Stuart Russell, Yuval Harari, Elon Musk, Steve Wozniak, Andrew Yang, and many more. Now, I want to state this very clearly. I think that petitions such as this one are a brilliant effort. I think they're the right thing to do, and I really want them to work. I just don't think they will. Let me explain why. AI development is a competitive field involving multiple companies in multiple countries. So for this petition to have its intended effect, every AI company in every country across the globe has to adhere to it. Now, if we picture AI development as a race, we can imagine every country running towards the finish line, which for our sake, let's say, is some form of artificial general intelligence. If all of the runners were to slow down, this wouldn't mean that the race has ended. In fact, some runners might see this as their opportunity to get in front. Instead of slowing down, 1 or 2 runners chasing glory might even start to sprint harder. For this petition and others like it to work, we need the entire globe to come together in good faith. Now, I would love for this to be the case, but if you consider climate change, COVID, nuclear weapons, or any other need for global cooperation, there's always at least one country that doesn't follow along. And in AI, one country continuing progress is all we need for the effects to radiate throughout the rest of the world. And even if you are coming with the absolute best of intentions, you'd probably still disregard this petition in order to ensure that you create a good AI before someone else makes a bad one. AI has the potential to provide huge economic and productivity gains. But a more sinister way to think about it is AI can make a lot of people a lot of money. It's like a gold rush with countless miners looking to strike it rich. And again, we have to consider what others will do. Can we ensure that some foreign actor won't use this as an opportunity to step on the gas while everyone else is pumping the brakes? Unfortunately, many people in high positions are fueled by money and the power that comes with it. Whilst many academics might be on the slow progress train, it's actually far more important that we get the investors on board. Now, I don't want to make generalizations, but people in that line of work tend to be in the field of money and power. And persuading them to delay their goals and to trust that their opponents will do the same is like asking a bodybuilder to lay off the roids. I just think that the economic gain is too powerful a temptation. And if one country or company refuses to halt progress, others will have to follow suit in order to not fall behind and potentially miss out on the dollar signs that AI can bring. The microwave story begins in World War II with an engineer named Percy Spencer. Spencer was working on new radar technology to detect enemy aircrafts for the military. One day while working, he noticed a chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. He ended up realizing that his tech could essentially cook food. Him and his company seized on this discovery and ended up creating the groundbreaking invention that we all know and love, the microwave. And as I'm sure you know, the microwave can now be found in pretty much every single household in the developed world. The reason I brought this up is to demonstrate that even if a petition for AI companies to halt progress works, this still doesn't necessarily mean that innovation won't occur. I mean, firstly, what exactly do we even mean by AI progress? The sheer diversity of AI technologies and their applications really does complicate and make difficult the effort to pinpoint any one specific area that should be stopped or slowed down. And there are numerous fields that are quite intrinsically linked with AI that could make progress without even meaning to. Neuroscientists and their study of the human brain has had major influence on the development of neural networks. Computer scientists and their research have made giant leaps in the world of quantum computing. In order for AI petitions to work, we'd have to ask people in these fields and others to also slow their progress. And this gets us in some pretty tricky territory. We know that if AI is created and used correctly, it could help solve many of humanity's greatest problems. Cures for diseases, alleviating poverty, the benefits would be insane. Now, halting AI progress could be seen as denying humanity the opportunity to solve these problems. In some ways, this dilemma is similar to the challenge of moving away from fossil fuels while still allowing access to energy for developing nations. Fossil fuels, though detrimental to our planet, still offer the most cost-effective way of lifting developing nations out of poverty. Yet we recognize that relying on such resources isn't an ideal solution for the planet. So we're confronted with a moral dilemma. Do we allow these countries to remain shackled by poverty while they wait for us to create affordable and scalable renewable energy? Do we say, hey, we used this when we were in your terrible situation, but now that we've realized it's bad for the planet, you can't use it. Now, to bring it back to AI, what I'm trying to say is if we have the ability to help make hundreds of millions of people happy and healthy, should we not be moving towards that at breakneck speed? If AI could find the cure for cancer, should we not be pushing as hard as we can to make that a reality? Is purposely slowing down progress the same as purposely extending people's misery? Now, I know that this particular AI petition only wanted to halt progress for 6 months, but what if your mother or father only had 6 months left to live? I don't have the answers to these questions. I'm just saying that it's questions like these that make petitions to slow AI progress so hard to enforce. Imagine trying to stop a river that flows through multiple countries. Stopping that river would still be easier than creating legislation around AI progress. AI development transcends national borders, and currently every country has its own rules and regulations, or lack thereof. Creating a unified legal framework would require cooperation and collaboration from every country on Earth. And with so many different political agendas and all of the other things that we've just mentioned, this sounds near impossible. War, perhaps the single biggest failure of the modern world, is in itself a crime. And I don't have to explain the misery and despair that is occurring across multiple parts of the world right now, in spite of the fact that war itself is illegal. Even if we could come up with laws for such intricate details of AI, there's still a massive part of all of this where some people just simply won't abide by the rules. I want to say again, guys, I really want petitions to halt AI progress to come into effect. I want countries and corporations to really consider the consequences of AGI before diving headfirst into creating it. If we could all come together, cooperate, and collectively guide AI, I truly do believe that we could come close to heaven on earth. This video was made to demonstrate the reasons why I think this is difficult to do, but I don't want it to discourage us from trying. If anything, hopefully it can prepare us for some of the obstacles and hard questions that we're gonna have to face and preempt us to be vigilant when we face them. If you're not in the tech field, I really would encourage you to start getting interested in AI because it will shape our future. I'd love to hear all your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.